let's talk about Kanye West, okay? Because Kanye West is back. Kanye West is back. He came back onto Twitter and he posted a bunch. Like, remember he said he was gonna do No Nut November and stuff, and he was gonna do a hiatus basically. Testing, seeing if my Twitter is unblocked. Shalom. Well, turns out like he's also been busy in his 30-day hiatus from jerking off, nutting. That didn't stop him from, his cum stacking made him more powerful. And Kanye West is hanging out with like actual fucking neo-Nazis, like straight up. He went to Mar-a-Lago. He says, first time at Mar-a-Lago, rain and traffic. Can't believe I kept President Trump waiting, and I had jeans on. Yikes. What you guys think is his response was when I asked him to be my running mate in 2024? That's very yay. That's very nay. So then he posted this video recently. He was spotted at the airport in Miami, or I think in Florida somewhere, with this dude, Nick Fuentes. You guys know this. He's a fucking irrelevant, cringe, neo-Nazi. He is a Hispanic white supremacist, okay? He's a Hispanic neo-Nazi. Nicholas Fuentes is. I don't really talk about him usually. There's plenty of weird shit that has happened in his background. He's like a chaser. I think he dated like a cat boy or something who's like also a Nazi. He's very weird. He's like a massive virgin. I usually have refused to talk about him because like I don't even want to. Yeah, he picks his nose a lot. And also talks about how he has absolutely zero riz regularly. But he also talks about other things like how, he doesn't believe the Holocaust is real. He doesn't believe the 6 million figure. He calls the black voting bloc the N-word with a hard R vote. I'm not going to say it, obviously. Classic stuff. I mean, he is just a straight up neo-Nazi. He also has connections with Marjorie Taylor Greene, all that sort of fun stuff. I mean, he is just awful. He is an awful, awful scumbag. So Kanye West, of course, was like, oh man, I'm on an endless quest to find the absolute worst fucking idiots, the absolute most annoying people I can to align with. I can't find this. I don't know. You didn't link it correctly. Link it again. And he took Nick Fuentes to meet up with Donald Trump. These are... You permitted me once for linking you a clip of him being insane, Lamau. Yeah, that was on purpose, Hellbender, because it hadn't gotten to a point where like it deserved to be addressed. You know what I mean? And I'm still kind of unsure if this deserves to be addressed even. Here it is.
I think the thing that Trump was most perturbed about, me asking him to be my vice president, I think that was like lower on the list of things that caught him off guard. It was the fact that I walked in with intelligence. So Trump is really impressed with Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes...
That line in and of itself is like, what? I don't even believe that, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure Trump is smart enough to like only go for the Stephen Miller route and not like out and about Nazi route. You know what I mean? I'd be surprised.
Fuentes, unlike so many of the lawyers and so many people that he was left with on his 2020 campaign, he's actually a loyalist. When he didn't know what the lawyers is, you'll still have your lawyer list. And when all the lawyers...
Dude, look at this dildo, dude. I mean, this is the fucking loser brigade, okay? Trump is also impressed by big trucks and people in Minions costumes. So, I mean, those are cool, though. And I think big trucks are impressive and Minions costumes are funny. So, I agree with Trump on that end. Dude, oh, God, they are so... He looks uncomfortable being near a black dude. Milo Yiannopoulos? Milo Yiannopoulos is his lover and boyfriend is black. Used to be. I don't know. Well, now, sorry, his husband. Now just his friend because he's straight now. It's like, it didn't take, brother. I know conversion therapy doesn't work, but in the off chance that it did, it certainly didn't work on you. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, he looks like shit, dude. It's crazy. God, why do I know anything about these sick freaks? Okay. Didn't he say he went to conversion therapy? Yeah. No, that is Milo Yiannopoulos. And yes, he did do conversion therapy and decided that he was like a tradcath type person who is straight now. Okay. Yeah, he does look rough as fuck. Straight up.
Lawyers said, forget it. Trump's done. There are loyalists running up in the White House, right? And my question would be, why, when you had the chance, did you not free the January 6ers? And
I love that that's his first thing. His first consideration is, why didn't you free the January 6th, insurrectionists? Like, that's pretty funny.
I came to him as someone who loves Trump, and I said, go and get Corey back. Go and get these people that the media tried to cancel and told you to step away from. He basically gives me this would-be mob-esque kind of story, talking to some kid from the south side of Chicago trying to sound mobby or whatever. He goes into the story about all that he went through to get Alice Johnson out of jail and how he didn't do it for Kim, but he did it for me. But then he goes on to say that
this is so unhinged. It's about to turn really strange.
Kim is you could tell her I said that. And I was thinking, like, that's the mother of my children. Since we know, and all the Christians in America that love Trump know that Trump is a conservative, we're going to demand that you hold all policies directly to the Bible. When Trump started basically screaming at me at the table, telling me I was going to lose, I mean, has that ever worked for anyone in history?
You're going to lose. Tell him he's going to lose.
I'm like, well, hold on, Trump. You're talking to Ye.
Brilliant. What is the rest of this? Adidas has just frozen all of Ye's bank accounts and sued him for $275 million. Though he's just posting his L's now.
Yo, Kanye, F you. And I mean that with everything inside of me. We have got to cancel him. And I know we do not try to be in a cancel culture, but we got to hit him in his pockets now, because he obviously does not care about the African-American culture.
Breaking news from Adidas this morning. The company has announced it will drop Kanye West as a partner. A groundswell of pressure, really. Growing calls for the company to end its partnership with the...
Bro, this is awesome. It's like, it's such a ridiculous thing. He's literally like, oh man, like my life is so crazy, bro. Like, look how much of a fucking victim I am. It's like, bro, you literally did this to yourself. Okay. You doused yourself in gasoline and lit the match. And then you fucking turned around and you're like, oh man, you're shooting like theater kid shit to be like, it's so fucked up.
The American rapper and designer who's now known as Ye. He has made recently anti-Semitic
My wife left me.
remarks. His behavior has been as well offensive, and the company has cited all of that in severing ties.
Okay, what is this one? Oh God, Tucker Carlson's on this one. This is gonna be good.
Kanye West, now known as Ye, is one of the best-selling musical...
Bro, I fucking called this divorce court arc, and even I called this divorce court arc a long ass time ago, but even I had no fucking idea it was gonna get this dark. Okay, I'll be honest. Like, I don't think anyone could have foreseen it getting this fucking dark. Okay.
artists in the world. He's also in recent years become a celebrated and very highly paid fashion designer. And of course, for a decade...
Don't cap on me. You can go and look at my fucking Twitter. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, it was still beyond my comprehension, like how quickly the fall off happened. All right, let's continue with this.
He's well known to TV audiences as an in-law of the Kardashian family. But it's West's latest incarnation as a kind of Christian evangelist that brought us to his office in Los Angeles today for the interview you're about to see. Days ago, during Fashion Week in Paris, West, accompanied by his friend Candace Owens, unveiled a T-shirt that read simply, "White Lives Matter." The response from the fashion industry and international media was instantaneous and uniform. Shock, horror, rage.
Dude, that is such a fucking insane thing, by the way. Like, we kind of glanced over that, but that was an absolutely wild fucking text message to send. Okay? Like, yeah, Kanye West is definitely, like, not all right. He's out of his fucking mind. He's definitely, like, he's definitely, speed running anti-Semitism and Nazi ideology all the way to the fucking logical conclusions. But that text message is like, especially if you're fucking literally like mentally unwell. This is for the record, this is like a very famous Hollywood. This is a very famous Hollywood trainer, and from what I understand, he is. I mean, I have some information on background that he is like a kind of unhinged, like quick draw McGraw type dude who pops off this way. Like he thinks he's hot shit for sure. Like that trainer is insane as well.
Punished. Quote, second option, if you don't shut up. Quote, I have you institutionalized again, where they medicate the crap out of you, and you go back to zombie land
forever. Play date with the kids just won't be the same. This is the way a Hollywood trainer was talking to me to force me to go and like apologize, right? But they could control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, not you, man.
But they can't control me. You see, it ain't no name I won't name. It's up.
The thing is, bro, like, there's a lot of fucked up dudes in Hollywood, okay? There's a lot of weirdos in Hollywood. There's a lot of people with, like, way too much fucking power and are out of control, narcissistic, that think they can just, like, say shit like that. Ironic because, like, Kanye is kind of like that, too, but in a different direction, right?
I think the thing that
but the issue here isn't that there are insane control freaks in fucking Hollywood. The issue with Kanye's statements is he's saying that they're all Jewish and they're doing it because they're Jews, okay? That's not the fucking case.
That Trump was most perturbed about me asking him to be my vice president.
Wait, is that actually Sneeko back there, or were you guys memeing? Oh my God, that is him. What the fuck? No way, dude. He has the fucking Avengers loser brigade. Oh no. Sneeko in the cuck chair again.
Me asking him to be my vice president. I think that was like lower on the list of things that caught him off guard. It was the fact that I walked in with intelligence. So
wait, it's the same one. Kanye showing love to the J6 prisoners. And it's looking more and more like it was Jason Miller who was the source for the Daily Beast. Same guy who wrote the announcement speech. Please sit down. Nick, didn't you tell the president at dinner that Jason, didn't like you? Yes, I told him that Jason Miller had me banned on Getter. I told Nick to tell the former president that Nick hated his speech. Jason is not on Trump's official payroll, but he still uses him. Bro, this is so sad. You are just straight up posting fucking L's. Here, this is. Booger Nick, dude.
I can't tell you, like, every person in my family, when I came back for Thanksgiving, on both sides of my family were like, am I getting a buddy? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, God. Then he posted this, whatever the fuck this is. I don't know what this is. Yay 24. I mean, it's just all aesthetic shit, right? Oh, this was great. Cassandra McDonald, who is like also an unhinged psychopath on Tim Pool's payroll now, like used to literally work for fucking what's the outfit that she was working for? God damn it. It was like some conspiracy blog. I forget what it's called. It's like some psycho right-wing conspiracy blog that she used to fucking write for. She was like one of those like old school Gateway Pundit. Thank you. Yeah. Now she's the editor-in-chief at Timcast News. The classic Benny Johnson call-out thread on Fuentes. Recently, there's been some confusion about who Nick Fuentes is. It's time for an authoritative deep dive on Fuentes. Disturbing videos of Fuentes have surfaced. Fuentes claims he's being smeared and taken out of context. Let's let Nick speak for himself. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Okay. This is how... Let them fight, dude. Let them fight. God, Benny Johnson sucks so much. Unironically, this is going to, in the eyes of many people, make Nick Fuentes look good, okay? But here, let's watch. This is really funny. I really like this. I like this a lot, okay? This video was hilarious. Look at this.
Dude, can you do what you do, bro? Seriously, bro.
Where is he? Like, this is the most, like, where is he? Is he at, like, a casino or something? Looks like he's in Vegas.
Hey, let's go, boys. Come on. Let's go right now. Right now. Hey. Do you mind?
Bro, look at the team, dude. Yo, Kanye, how did you do this? What did you do to yourself, my man? What the fuck? Kid said, who is that? Yeah. Bro, look at this man, dude. Oh my God, dude. This is so... Oh my Lord, bro. Look at this. This is the most... I can't say anything else, okay? It's just funny. I'll let the video speak for itself.
Why are they doing it? You don't understand who you right here. Let's go. Right here. Hey, right here. Ready, boys. Let's go. Right now. You don't even know what you're doing.
That man told Kanye, keep doing what you're doing, bruh. Yeah, he said, bro, keep doing what you're doing, brother. Stick it to them Jews.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Minnesota. Right here.
That, like, look at the grip on her. Look at the grip on grandma. We love you, Kanye. You're doing great. That's Caden, Braden, Jaden, Hayden, and Yaden. That's right. Barbara, get the camera phone. I'm trying to take a photo with the black man. Right? That's what we're doing, right? This is the most, he's one of the good ones ass fucking, videos I've ever seen, okay? Straight up.
Here we go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Republican.
Yeah.
Yaden.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for what you do. You be you.
Embarrassing.
You're really good. And you know what? You're good for your kids, too.
God damn, dude. Do you have a Bugatti as well as a Porsche? Yeah, of course. A Bugatti. Yes. This kid is either the most racist or the most woke. He's like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing right now. This is kind of weird. Do you think moments like this, he questions what he's done, or he just thinks all attention is good? Dude, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking, dude. He's not thinking. He's gone, okay? Exclusive details. Ye brings Nick Fuentes and Karen Giorno to dinner with Trump. Anyway, so that's the latest in the Ye saga. Oh, here's Mark Capito. Trump's dinner with Kanye West and Fuentes. Trump on Ye. You're not gonna win. You can't beat me, Nick. You work for the guy, and just because you work for him, you're gonna tell him he can beat me. Ye, hold on, Trump. You're talking to Ye. That's what he says. Trump's in his statement that Ye had 3 friends at dinner with him who I knew nothing about. Oh, he said who? Mega lol. But he knew one of them, former 2016 Florida advisor Karen Giorno. One source who not involved with Trump 24. What? One source who not involved with Trump 24 and 2 advisors. However, say Trump didn't know Fuentes. I told you, even if he fucking knew who Nick Fuentes is, he's not going to say on public that he knows. He's too smart for that, dude. Come on. He knows like the anti-Semitism shit is like is toxic, okay? You are talking to a man who has a really good way of reading the fucking room. That is quite literally his only thing, okay? That's the one thing that he does so well that he won the presidency with it, okay? He is not going down that trajectory. He will only say like, man, Jews, they're so good. They're so good at money. They're so good at money. The Jews, they love me. Believe me. Like, he's never going to go beyond like a Ben Shapiro style conversation about like Democrats being bad Jews or whatever. That's it. He knows where his bread's being buttered too. Like fucking you're not going to shit on Israel. Like, he's Israel's #1 supporter. What do you mean? They love him in Israel too. Like, he's just not doing that. It's just no shot. So, former President Donald Trump distanced himself Friday from a pre-Thanksgiving dinner at his Mar-a-Lago club in Florida with Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, and white supremacist Nick Fuentes, claiming he didn't know the identity of the far-right activist who was unexpectedly brought along the rapper. Yeah, see, he's looking like a fucking clown. Like, Kanye West, oh, God. Because he's like uniting with some of the most toxic fucking people, which is really weird. Like, even people that he wants to maintain proximity with, like closeness with, are going to clown on him and you know, shit on him and say that he is say that he's being unhinged and ridiculous. So that's the problem. The problem is that like he can't even get more momentum from the right wing, larger right wing mainstream infrastructure. So he's just like, he's basically hyper focusing on a increasingly smaller subsect of the population. This past week, Kanye West called me to have dinner at Mar-a-Lago. Shortly thereafter, he unexpectedly showed up with 3 of his friends whom I knew nothing about, Trump said on Friday in a statement on Truth Social. We had dinner on Tuesday evening with many members present on the back patio. The dinner was quick and uneventful, Trump said. Then they left for the airport. Person familiar with the dinner conversation who was not involved in Trump's presidential campaign and 2 Trump advisors briefed on the dinner corroborated Trump's claim that he didn't know Fuentes' identity when they dined together. The 3 sources spoke on condition of anonymity due to the nature of the controversy. So, like, even if he fucking knew who Nick Fuentes is, even if Trump knows who the fuck Nick Fuentes is, you are not going to see him be like, that's my guy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he knows. But despite Trump's suggestion that the event was uneventful, the fallout over his dinner with Fuentes appears to have thrown Trump's campaign into damage control mode. The former president took hours to respond publicly after multiple media outlets reported that Fuentes was present at the dinner. Even the 2 Trump advisors winced at how a Holocaust denier like Fuentes was able to wind up at the Trump dinner. What do you mean? Like, hey, man, I don't know if they know this or not, but Steve Bannon, and the Vitesse Ren's very own Sebastian Gorka were all a part of his fucking campaign, you know? Like, I don't think he's that upset about white supremacists, neo-Nazis and shit like that, you know? As long as they're not out and about like Nick Fuentes is. Like, Nick Fuentes is like Richard Spencer, you know what I mean? But less popular than Richard Spencer was at his peak. Even 2 Trump advisors winced at how a Holocaust denier would wind up, who had just had his Twitter account restored but lost major endorsement deals for making anti-Semitic remarks. This is a fucking nightmare, said longtime Trump advisor who spoke on the condition of anonymity for fear of stoking the former president's ire at a disloyal people who criticize him. If people are looking at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to run against Trump, here's another reason why. Yeah, all the little fucking goblins and gremlins in the media are using this as an opportunity. Using this as an opportunity to be like, but Ron DeSantis would never. It's like, yeah, sure. All three sources familiar with the dinner told NBC News there was one glaring inaccuracy in Trump's statement. Trump knew one of the three friends brought by the rapper Karen Giorno. She was one of Trump's campaign's Florida 2016 director, and the former president knows her by name and sight, sources said. In addition to Giorno and Fuentes, Ye brought along another man who was an associate, according to the sources. I wonder if the other man was Sneeko. That's pretty funny. If they're just like, he's just too irrelevant to be named in these conversations. He's just a fucking associate. Who gives a shit? Shut up. A source familiar with the dinner conversation said the dinner grew heated after Ye, who announced another run for president in 2024 on Thursday, asked Trump to be his running mate. Trump then began insulting Ye's ex-wife, Kim Kardashian, according to the source, and a video Ye posted to Twitter on Thanksgiving Day recounting the dinner. He's in the Sneeko in the cuck chair again. The source also said Fuentes is helping advise Ye in his second presidential campaign. The rapper has said the campaign would be managed by Milo Yiannopoulos, a far-right provocateur and former Breitbart editor who was banned in 2016 for inciting a racist campaign against comedian Leslie Jones. Ye and Fuentes and Yiannopoulos declined to comment on the dinner. He literally put forward the cuck brigade, like the biggest fucking failures, okay? People that were straight up fucking you know, pushed aside from the right, dude, okay? It's wild. Like these guys were so bad that even the right wingers were like, nah, we're distancing ourselves from you guys, okay? Candace Owens. Regarding Ye24, I would like to state some things publicly and for clarity, because there is a man who seems to have personal feelings for Milo Yiannopoulos who's attempting to insert me into what can only be described as a drug-induced paranoid narrative. I have never in my life been in contact with Milo Yiannopoulos or Nick Fuentes. That is not a personal shot at them either. That is simply the truth. I met Milo twice, both times at the David Horowitz Freedom Center, where we were both invited. Oh my God, the David Horowitz Freedom Center. That's literally terrorism, okay? Candace is like, I went to the white supremacist terrorist seminar as a talking head, and that's where I met Milo Yiannopoulos. I was with Dave Rubin. He can attest to that fact. Oh, even more losers. I love this. Milo was nice to me both times. That is the extent of my relationship with Milo. I met him twice years ago at a conference. I did not introduce Ye to Milo. I simply could not have introduced Ye to Milo. I have never had any contact with him. Again, not a personal shot at anyone, just simply stating the truth. I was in London when they met and learned at the same time as everyone else. The idea that I have somehow connected Ye, Milo, and Nick Fuentes to take down Trump is, again, part and parcel of a drug-induced paranoid narrative. If drugs are not to blame, then it is utter psychopathy. I have not ever taken any money from Ye. It is despicable to me on so many levels that people would ever suggest this. Ye is my friend. I will continue to be his friend. I do believe he's a genius. Ye and I were friends before we put on the White Lives Matter shirts. We were hanging out before Paris. It's just the press didn't know about us, so they were unable to make up absurd narratives. The idea that Rebecca Mercer or my husband tried to scam Ye into buying Parler is a lie. Nah, she mad. Ye asked me if he could buy Parler after he was banned from Twitter, pre-Elon takeover. This idea came entirely from Ye, who is very invested in creating his own ecosystem. The idea that the Mercer family was at all involved in quarterbacking that deal is, once again, paranoid rantings from an individual personal feelings, from Milo Yiannopoulos, which have nothing to do with me. Who's putting that forward? Saying that? Where is this coming from? Who's the person who made up this? I have read more conspiracy theories about myself in the last 2 months than throughout the entirety of my career. Yeah, because no one wrote about you until you fucking latched on to Kanye West. Because you were irrelevant. You were only relevant to white supremacist Facebook moms who wanted to look at a black woman saying the same things that they say behind closed doors and then point to it to make themselves feel more comfortable about their racist ideas and desires. That is your only relevance on this planet. That is the only mark you will leave on this planet. You are otherwise a completely irrelevant piece of shit. Okay? That's it. Milo is 10 times more irrelevant than this lady? Yes. You are an irrelevant piece of shit dunking on people who are 10 times more irrelevant than you are. Trigger warning, how does Matt Walsh still have a platform? Please stop. I don't want to fucking look at Matt Walsh's disgusting face one more time. Okay. Call them the career suicide squad. Yeah. Yo, she's straight up mad that Ye got stolen from her by Milo. The white gay male versus black woman feud is not going to be disrupted by it in the slightest. Neither demo claims them. Yeah. You're just mad you won't ever be as black as Candace Owens? That is such a weird statement, dude. Like, I'm pretty happy with my life. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm pretty sure that Candace Owens is not. At a certain point deep down inside, in her very core, you know, she's most likely not too fond of the situation that she's been dealt, the hand that she's been dealt, the things that she has to say in order to make money, the things that actively dehumanize her and people who look like her is what unfortunately makes her money. That's got to be a sad, sad situation. That's got to be a sad state to exist under. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no fucking way that she wakes up every morning and goes, man, I love what I have to do here. Details about the dinner began to emerge on Twitter Wednesday when a political reporter tweeted that Ye and Fuentes had been spotted at Mar-a-Lago. The conservative website Timcast confirmed Fuentes' presence at the dinner, followed by Axios. The porous nature of Mar-a-Lago, where anyone with connections can run into Trump, has long been a concern of his advisors. It's also helped land Trump in the slights of a federal investigation after the FBI in August executed a search warrant at the club in search of documents marked classified that the federal government says Trump should not have possessed. Ye said that Trump is really impressed with Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes, unlike so many of the lawyers and so many of the people that he was to the left of his 2020 campaign, he's actually a loyalist for Trump. I don't think Nick Fuentes is a loyalist for Trump. I think Nick Fuentes is a careerist neo-Nazi who just wants to spread the ideology as far and wide as he possibly can, despite knowing that it is very toxic because he just maybe was in it for the lulz originally, and now he just like believes the fucking lies that he was spreading originally. Yeah, Nick Fuentes, I don't think likes Trump because Trump is Israel's greatest defender, supporter. Nick Fuentes is like unironically like so obsessively anti-Jew that despite the other conservative counterparts, he like literally fucking hates Israel. Like, he is beyond the normal level of being like anti-Semitic, but also being an avid supporter of Israel, like white evangelical Protestants are. You know what I mean? He's a Nazi.